2026 Housing Market Outlook. A new housing market era emerges in 2026. Hi everyone, I'm Galina Shekhtman, your trusted San Diego real estate advisor. Today, I want to talk about major shift in our housing market that's incredibly important for everyone thinking about buying, selling, or simply wanting to understand where the market is headed. The 2026 housing market is entering a brand new era. After 4 intense years of pandemic-driven extremes, people putting their lives on hold, wild interest rate swings, affordability changes, and very uneven inventory, we are finally seeing the market move into the much healthier and more balanced phase. During the pandemics, right here in San Diego, the market was on fire. Buyers lined up for hours to see the homes, waived every contingency with their offer, overbid by hundreds of thousands of dollars, and with interest rates in 2% range, prices were outpacing the purchase prices. Every next home was sold higher than the previous one. 2026 marks a step forward that we can call a more normal, balanced housing market. Not slow but stable, not crashing but recalibrating, and full of new opportunities for the buyers and sellers. So let's talk through what's really happening and the 4 biggest signals you should be watching in 2026. Over the last few years, the housing market experienced changes we had never seen before. People stopped moving, what many experts call the Great Stay. Mortgage rates rose quickly. Inventory stayed extremely low in many areas, especially in San Diego, and both buyers and sellers felt uncertain. But now, that period is finally starting to thaw. Mobility is slow picking up. More homeowners are ready to make the move. Work from home continues to give families more flexibility, and the fear-driven decisions of the early 2020s are fading. Instead, we are beginning to see inventory slowly normalizing, prices leveling out, mortgages rates easing, buyers returning with more confidence. In simple words, the market is becoming healthier and more balanced. So, what exactly is driving the new era? Let's take a look at 4 key signals to watch in 2026. As always, the first and foremost is the inventory, so let's start with that, because this affects everything. National experts are projecting about 10% increase in the numbers of homes coming to the market in 2026. And this is a very good news for the buyers. More homes means more choices, less pressure, fewer bidding wars, better negotiation opportunities. And for seller, it means something important too. Pricing and preparations matter again. The day of just listed and it will sell in 3 days are mostly behind. Homes that are priced correctly and presented well will sell quickly. Homes that are not will sit longer. And here in San Diego, we are already starting to see this shift in the certain neighborhoods. Signal number 2, home prices. Now let's talk about the home prices. For 2026, prices are expected to rise modestly, about 0.5%. That's not a boom. That's not a crash, that's stability. And here, the most important part is incomes are projected to grow faster than home prices. This is what helps improve affordability. Instead of price running far ahead of buyers, things are finally beginning to rebalance. This creates a much healthier long-term market, especially for the first-time home buyers and families looking to move up. And for homeowners, it means your property continues to grow in value in a more stable way. Signal number 3, mortgage rates. One of the biggest questions I hear every single day, Galina, where are the interest rates going? Well, I wish I would have a crystal ball But what I can share is what experts are projecting. In 2026, mortgage rates are expected to settle into the more stable range, about 5.9 to 6.9%, with an average around 6.4% for the year. Now we are looking back to the 3% rates we saw years ago. Will we have those? Mostly not, but we are moving into the much more predictable and favorable financing environment that we've had recently. And when rates stabilize and ease even a little, buyers feel more confident, more people enter the market, and activity naturally increases. Which brings us to the next signal. Signal number 4, home sales. Home sales are projected to reach about 4.25 million homes in 2026. That's roughly 5% increase compared to 2025. Lower rates combined with growing inventory are bringing more buyers back into the market. This doesn't mean a chaos or another frenzy. It means steady, healthy growth. And steady growth is what creates long-term stability for families and homeowners. The period of frozen mobility, what many call the grace tail, is finally starting to melt. People moving again, opportunities are opening again, and the housing market is shifting into the more stable and sustainable phase. As your local San Diego realtor, I'm here to guide you every single step of the way, whether you're buying, seller, or simply planning for the future. If you would like to learn what all of this means specifically for you, for your neighborhoods, your home value, or your goals, feel free to reach out anytime. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more real estate insights. With love, Galina Shekhtman.